Just last week, the 7 investigators told you about a mother who says she's an adoption worker but isn't licensed by the state.
Well, since then, families have been calling, emailing, and reaching out to us on social media to share their heartbreaking stories.
7 investigator Heather Catallo joins us now with one mother's story. Heather, she says she lost thousands of dollars and her trust in humanity.
Yeah, it's really just so heartbreaking. Stacey Markley says she's having a really tough week. The baby boy her family was set to adopt was supposed to be due on Sunday. But now the 7 investigators have learned that same baby may have been promised to another family as well.
Tara Lindley promotes herself online as an adoption worker, but the 37-year-old from New Haven, Michigan is not a licensed adoption worker in Michigan, and state officials tell us the companies and nonprofits she's associated with are not licensed either. Lee's home was recently raided by the FBI. Several sources close to the investigation say Lee is under scrutiny for allegedly promising the same baby to more than one potential adoptive family at a time.
We were so prepared for this baby to come in. Everybody was excited for us, and then just to turn around and have nothing. It's just, to this day, it's still heartbreaking.
Stacey Markley spoke to us via Skype from her home in Ohio. Markley says she and her husband hired Tara Lee to help them adopt a baby boy. She says based on the contract they signed, they were paying Tara Lee to care for the birth mother who had matched with them. Now Markley isn't sure if there was ever an actual birth mom or baby.
It's heartbreaking because it's like I'm surrounded by all this baby stuff and it doesn't have an owner.
Markley says they had to pack up all their baby clothes and diapers because Lee's stories about the birth mother never added up.
It was constant that for the 2 months that we were matched with her, it was, oh, we didn't meet up. She canceled. I canceled. I had to go deliver a baby. So it's like we never got word of how anything was doing.
Markley says Lee had them sign this contract and they handed over $17,000 when they matched with the birth mom. But when they asked for additional proof of pregnancy, Markley says they did not get it.
I knew in my heart that day that that was going to be the end of it. We weren't going to be going forward with this and that we weren't going to be matched anymore. I called my mom crying that day.
Markley says after a lot of fighting, they eventually got about $12,000 back. Lee's paperwork shows she kept more than $4,800 for expenses. Tara Lee's contract from July states that TL Pregnancy Services is a licensed counseling and adoption education center, but state licensing officials confirm Lee is not a licensed counselor. And after Markley spoke to the 7 investigators, we discovered this, a second contract for another couple in a different state, promising what appears to be the same baby from the same birth mother. Meanwhile, Lee's attorney says she has been cooperating with the FBI probe.
I do know that the government is investigating because that's their job, but as it stands today, we have heard nothing, and to the extent that they've asked us for any information, she's been in full compliance.
I'm constantly I'm looking over my shoulder. I don't trust anybody anymore.
The FBI investigation is still underway into Tara Lee. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services is also investigating Tara Lee and Always Hope Adoption and Family Services. If you know more about this adoption probe, please contact us at tips@WXYZ.com. We've been getting a lot of calls, a lot of emails. I'm trying to get back to everybody, so keep the information coming in because we're piecing this all together.
Yeah. The emotional pain, the heartbreak.
Well, yes, and I mean the tangible loss, the money, but
Sure.
Your hopes are up and you're expecting a new family member.
Yeah.
It's just a shame.
Just heartbreaking.
Yeah, it sure is.